Pizza time.
Here we go. Episode 31 of A Pizza My Life. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I am the host, Pizza Eric, and with me is my co-host. You know him as the brand new World Heavyweight Champion, Seansauce.
I appreciate that you've been doing former, and then this is brand new. I did have that match last night, so
it was a dangerous
match.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Dangerous, tough match.
Tough match.
With us this week.
Also, hold on. You said world heavyweight? Rude.
Like,
nowhere
no one says
heavy.
world lightweight.
Yeah, they do.
And you never hear world lightweight. What was I supposed to say? Intercontinental champion? Shut the fuck
Maybe.
up. That's not
it was against a British guy.
That's not what we're doing. It's the British guy. You don't even know his name. With us this week in the studio is Tara Toppings.
Yeah. Hey, guys. Thanks for having me. Super pumped to be here.
Welcome to the episode. You'll complete our three-peat of guests who are currently engaged.
Yes.
In the process of planning a wedding. And this one I am the most excited about.
Yes.
Because we can officially announce it. I am in the wedding. I'm going to be the best man.
Enter the applause right here.
Woo.
Eric has made his way into a wedding.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for you too.
I honestly have really high expectations for the speech. I'm expecting to laugh. I want to cry.
Yeah.
I want to smile. I want to blush. I just want to feel like the whole range of emotions. I'm really looking forward to it. So
I'm going to get up there.
we should record it and put it on the podcast.
Maybe we
should.
will.
Yes,
That'd
we
be
should.
cool.
Yes,
So I'll start it off by saying I'm Pizza Eric. You may know me from a Pizza My Life podcast.
Yes. Yes.
Just make it. Just like bring your stuff. Make it like a podcast. Like off-site location.
Yes.
I'll just be standing there with like 3 microphones. Like,
It would be great if you could record it, and that could be like even our outro on whatever episode after.
yeah,
Yes, that would be great.
that'd be fun. Maybe we'll do that.
Okay.
Well, maybe we'll figure that out.
Find that way. Find out how to do that, and
We'll
then
figure that out.
get that in here.
Yeah, just stop the whole thing for a minute to be
So
like, wait,
this
guys,
is-
hold on.
I know this is your wedding, but also like
Hold
this is gonna
on.
be on my podcast.
Yes.
So
I need to
Let's
set
bring
up.
Bring this with you.
put that in the background.
I'm setting it up. Like,
Actually,
you guys
just
are like
have-
taking pictures
Just
and
have
like,
Tyler hold it up.
Oh,
Just have
excuse me.
Tyler hold it behind you.
like just the middle of the reception. I'm just like behind you guys. You guys are trying to eat like your 2 bites of food that you get. I'm just setting up this pizza
There you go.
thing,
Yeah.
getting the webcam just right. Hey guys,
Perfect.
episode 71 of A Pizza My Life.
Glad you all can make it. Live audience.
That sounds great.
Yeah, you may know me as Pizza Eric.
Yeah.
Sean comes out like, hey.
Hey, I'm here. What's up,
That's off the
guys?
house.
We just have a whole session.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
yeah. Who doesn't want that at a wedding?
I'm sure everyone would
I
be
mean, I
like, "Hey,
definitely do.
where's the DJs?"
A lot of people have been emailing in. Guys, you can email us at apmlpod@gmail.com. I wanted to put that in towards the beginning of the episode because I usually only mention it at the end of the episode.
Yeah, and I know we're getting a ton of
mention it.
emails, but you just want to make sure, like, let's
just want to make sure
let's get ahead of time
everybody's
as well.
aware.
Yeah.
A lot of people, tune in and listen to the
Yeah.
last 20 minutes of the episode and they catch the email. I want the people in the front of the episode
the
to know
people who only listen to the beginning,
that you
because
can email in.
we need. I mean, even though we have so many emails,
Yeah.
need a couple more to come in.
And a lot of them are asking, guys, when are you going to do a live podcast? Well, maybe next year.
Okay, there we go. Mark it down.
How is the wedding planning going? Is it going? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the dream come true, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's I have the time off right now because I'm a
Just
teacher.
good.
So it's coming along really nice, and I just fingers crossed that this whole COVID madness is over by August of 21.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the goal.
So you gave yourself a little bit over a year. So
Yes.
hopefully, so
Yes.
doctors,
Hopefully.
get
yeah,
on that.
I need a vaccine.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
It's obviously all about me and my
Clean it up.
wedding.
Let's
So
get going
I'm
here.
gonna need you to
Yeah.
get on it. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully, if we're still dealing with this next summer, that'd be so annoying.
I might just give up.
I'd be like,
Just-
what are we doing? Is this
Just walk away.
We're just still just sitting at home every day. I can do it for a couple months. I can't do it for years.
It's already reached the point where I'm like, all right, it needs
Yeah.
to be
Yeah,
needs something going on here.
I know.
I'm gonna we were talking about it a little bit before. Really wanted to like go back to the office for at least like 1 or 2 days a week. At first, godsend. Oh my God, I can just work from home all the time.
Yeah.
Need to go back in a little bit now.
Yeah.
It's great on my mileage on my car though. That like I was getting close, like I was gonna hit over, and then now I'm gonna be coming in under.
Yeah.
It's like whatever.
In your face dealership.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, here's the car I still pay the same amount of money for.
Yeah.
Didn't use all my miles.
Right.
Joke's on you, bitches.
I didn't even drive it.
Didn't even drive it at the end.
That's unfortunate. But Tara, in the wedding planning, like, is there like what's been the annoying part? What do you not like about this?
Well, honestly, so looking at like wedding traditions, I'm just, trying to plan out the day and thinking about like how I want it to look and the flow and whatever. There's actually a couple things that I don't want to do that's more traditional. So the first thing is I have no interest in throwing the bouquet. Like, no interest in it because like
really?
I can tell you like my experiences since I was in high school till college, even if I was like single or dating someone at the time, like I've never gone up there.
Don't want
willingly.
to, yeah.
Never. Like
No.
literally every time I've been
Get
up there,
forced.
it's like my mom has been like, go up there, Tara, go up there. It's like, Mom, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Stop.
When you are the
God,
single
Mom.
person at the when you are the single person at the wedding and that like event comes up, there's always someone that's like, get out there.
Yes.
So
You
there's
want to
always
do it.
There's the classic of like you got to throw the single people out there, and then there's always
Yeah.
got to throw in like the couple that's been dating like a little bit too long without an engagement.
Yep.
And then what happens is that girl somehow gets the bouquet, and then there's the classic of the guy like, I'm gonna run away.
Yeah, and that's not fun either.
No.
Like,
and it's
as a girl,
every wedding.
Those like
Yes.
viral videos where
Yeah.
it's like a girl like catches the bouquet and then they turn and the guy's just like
Just
running away.
Exactly.
yeah,
Shut the
that's a
fuck
shitty
up.
feeling.
It's been done.
Like, that's
Shut
not fun.
up.
Yeah, so like I've never personally enjoyed it, so I'm like, why am I gonna make my friends, family, cousins, whatever? Like,
Yeah.
why am I gonna make them do it? Like, I never enjoyed it.
Yep.
And then like on the like same side of that is Tyler and I have no interest in doing the garter toss. Like that is just
I
super
100% agree.
awkward.
That whole thing's
First
so
of all,
weird to me.
right? Like you're going underneath the
Yeah.
bride's dress with your mouth in front of your family, your parents,
Yep.
her father.
the
First of all,
relatives.
like that is so
And then-
awkward.
But then you're also throwing that, and then so like now
Yeah.
it's like all your buddies are just like catching like.
Yeah,
I mean, I know it's like not lingerie, but it's like kind
but
of
it's
like
pretty close
yeah, exactly.
upper
Yeah.
leg.
Yeah, like I grabbed the thong.
Like,
Here you
yeah.
go, boom. Like well, that's
Yeah.
so odd.
Yeah, bro. Thanks for tossing that
yeah,
to me.
yeah. It's so weird.
Yeah,
I never.
ugh.
I don't
Same
want.
thing. I never wanted to go up for that. I mean, I think
Yeah.
there's less pressure on the guys, other than like I think there's probably just less guys, so that sometimes you just do it so that it's not.
I've been
like-
at weddings before where
Yeah.
like they launch the garter and everyone's just like, I don't want it.
Yeah, no one moves.
Right.
And then like one guy's just like nice enough to be like, yeah, I did it.
Probably like a married guy who just went out there just like to make
Yeah.
to make sure that there's enough people.
And then
Yeah.
have you seen when they then make those two people dance together?
That's even weird if they're not together.
Like
that's
the person
like the
who
weirdest
caught
thing.
like the garter and like the bouquet.
I have not
And
seen
then
it,
they
but
have
I've
to
heard
do
that.
like a little dance.
Dude, I've seen it where they make the guy who caught the garter like put it back on the bride, or not the
That's-
bride, the girl who caught the bouquet. Like
like,
put it
hey,
back on. Like that's so awkward.
Hey,
I've
nice
seen
to
it where they
meet
make them
you.
get married. It's
Let
a
me-
dual marriage right that night. They just
Yeah.
everyone gets married.
and then they toss it again.
And then next thing you know,
Yeah.
it was a Mormon wedding, so that
Yeah.
might be why.
Have you
but-
heard of you've heard of chain weddings?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a great afternoon.
Yeah,
Find
just
your
goes
wife.
the whole time. Got to bring a lot of money in cards.
But the bouquet toss, I think, like I understand that. I see that as more of like a traditional classic wedding thing that happens.
Yeah.
And I don't have a problem with that. But definitely the garter toss.
But they're both
Don't
the same thing. You can't
do it.
I don't think you would get rid of one and not.
But the
both.
bouquet toss is like a nice. You're just like tossing some flowers to your girls.
But they're hand
The
in hand.
garter,
That's the girl one,
garter
that's the
thing
guy
is
one.
is so much more weird because he has to like do
Yeah.
this dance.
Do you just
Yeah.
do you just like
crawl
the bouquet
up-
one because then you get to see who the single ladies are?
No,
Are you sure?
maybe.
That could because that's
I
actually
mean,
not a bad.
low-key.
That's not a bad
Maybe.
ploy though to find out.
Yeah, but if you don't know at that point in the wedding, that's like stuff's
I
almost
thought,
wrapping
I
up.
thought that was usually early on.
That's like midway through the reception, I believe.
Yeah, I would say it's usually like after the first dances.
Yeah.
Maybe like a little bit after.
A little
they-
bit like
Yeah.
talks, like you guys have to go around and talk.
Yeah, it's after the food
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
Like
for
right,
sure,
like
yeah.
towards the beginning of like
Yeah.
opening the dance floor for
Yeah.
like anyone to dance and stuff.
You got to know who's single by then.
Hopefully.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like I said, I just never had fun. I never wanted to do it. And then the other
Yeah.
thing is like I've never actually tried Because, okay, if you're single, then it's just awkward because it's like, well, I'm not even dating anymore.
Yeah, it's like,
so
so who's this for?
Married.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then if I am dating someone, then it's like also uncomfortable because it's like, oh, now you have that weird conversation. Like, what if you're not at that place yet to have a conversation about the future? I don't know. So
exactly. It could either be that, or it could be the the couple that again is like they've talked about it and maybe just they're not ready, and then they're like, oh, now
or
we
one
have
person is ready and the other is
Exactly.
not. And
Yeah.
like, ooh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I think.
Yeah.
I think revolutionary. Get rid of that.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Get rid of it.
My cousin didn't do it a few years ago, and like
And that's fine.
we didn't miss
Stay
it.
on.
It
No.
wasn't like people were like, "Ooh, that was a fun wedding," except they didn't throw the bouquet.
Yeah.
If anyone
like,
says that, they
Right.
don't know how to do a wedding, because
It's
that
kinda
is not the
bullshit.
part.
like, oh,
We didn't see
check
the-
this off
Yeah.
my wedding list.
Yeah.
Expectations I had for
I didn't see the groom crawl up her dress. That's
Worst
messed
wedding
up,
ever.
man.
I wanted to
Oh,
see
no.
that garter belt come out and fly around. What the
What
fuck?
color was it?
I need to know.
Stupid.
Did it match the dresses?
Damn it.
Man, we could have heard Pony by Genuine if they would have done
That is a classic. That is a classic garter belt song.
Yes.
Stupid. Have you guys seen the tradition as well that's kind of been popping up more and more, where they, the bride and the groom take off a shoe and then they give it to each other and they sit like back to back and they have to hold up like who's who, like who takes
okay.
longer to get
Yeah.
ready, and like then
Yeah.
they hold up the same shoe and everyone's like, oh,
See,
that's crazy. I hate that. That's so cringe.
I saw that at the at a bridal
Fuck
or
that.
at the wedding shower. I think that makes more sense there.
At a
Like that's like
shower?
a shower
Yeah.
game kind of thing.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But like I agree, at the wedding it's like
No.
like
Oh my
especially like
God.
after you do the ceremony and after you do the speeches and all that stuff,
Yep.
just get to the party, like get to the
I just
dancing,
want to have
get to
fun.
everything else.
Like
Exactly.
honestly, like I want to get through everything you got to get through, but then I
Yeah.
honestly just want to have a good time. Like
that to me, that's the reception. I
That's
mean,
the key.
I know that the bride and groom have to walk around and
like
do all the talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
Because
honestly,
you know everybody.
I know.
It's like hosting a giant party.
I know.
You know everyone that has shown up to the party,
Yeah.
and you should say hi.
But honestly, at
everyone
that
brought
point,
a
you're like,
gift.
you just want to celebrate with your friends. Like you're just like,
Right.
all right,
Yeah.
my friends, my family. I just want to get out. I just want to drink, get on the dance floor. I just want to be like, this is my night now. I don't want to be spending time
exactly.
talking to
Yeah.
Aunt Judy.
Yeah. Because before
I don't
you know
have an
it,
Aunt Judy. I don't have an Aunt Judy.
I like my Aunt Judy.
I don't have an Aunt Judy. That's why I made up a name.
she's the fun aunt.
yeah.
Yeah. No, one of the other things about doing the weddings, have you thought at all of what you're like for what song you're gonna come out to is?
Actually, yes.
Oh, you mean come out to her for the first
So
dance, right?
so
Or
there's the
well, yeah,
you
which
have
one?
the wedding. And then you have like when the
The
bride and
entrance,
groom
yeah.
come
Yes.
into the reception, and those are getting more and
I
more
was gonna say,
flashy.
so on that
over the
note,
past few
are you
years.
having like your groomsmen and bridesmaids come in and like do something?
Oh hell yeah! I mean, they
Okay.
can choose what they want to do,
I
but
can't wait.
But
to
like you
I
figure
want
want
it
out
to be
what
fun.
something,
do.
yeah.
yeah,
something
I just
coming
want it to be fun. Yes, we have thought about it. So one thing about my fiance, which I don't even like the word fiance, but
Oh, Tom, we should get into that real quick. Did we say who you're getting married to?
oh Tyler, well, I
Yeah.
appreciate all your guys' shout outs from the last episode.
Say we haven't gotten into that
and,
yet.
like,
Tyler from
about a
episode
month
19.
ago,
Let
yeah.
the sparks fly.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tyler.
About a month ago. That's
Shout
way
out.
longer than a month
well,
ago.
when he for his when
Yeah.
Eric gave us
Gotcha,
a shout out
gotcha,
for
yeah.
congrats, but
Yeah.
yeah, I appreciate all those. But yeah, so we did think about it because he is not a dancer. He hates dancing. It's just not his thing. That's cool. So one song that he knows like all the words to, that I was thinking that'd be good for him because he'll feel more comfortable. He can walk out, maybe dance a little, but at least he can sing the words. So it looks like
Something.
he's active and
Yeah.
he doesn't have to worry about
Yeah.
dancing as much. He can like mouth the words.
Yeah.
So
Make
yes, we
him
do.
dance.
We do have a couple ideas for those. So,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And
Okay.
that's you said that's for the walking out one.
Yeah.
Do you guys have what you want to do for like first song?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we have that too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So you're like those to me those are the two like main songs that make sure that you like
Yeah.
You gotta
have
get those
down.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And then the one, the dance with my dad, like that's
Yep.
it's one of those that's been a song that I've known since I was like 5. Like it'll be a tear fest for
Yeah.
sure for that one. Yeah.
Get ready. You're gonna cry
Oh,
at
yeah.
some point.
A lot. I'm
like,
sure,
for
I'm
sure.
sure a good amount.
Oh, like a good amount.
The
Yeah.
goal is to get Tyler to cry.
Dude,
There's no
I told him,
chance.
I
Yeah.
joked, I was like, dude, if you're not crying when I walk down the aisle, like I'm turning
turning-
around.
I'm turning
Like,
around, going back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him cry. So.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's one of those things too that like I think most guys are like I'm not gonna cry and then it just like sometimes you just like it just might happen.
Just one tear. I mean, come on.
No, it's a comedian Taylor
If it doesn't happen,
Tomlinson.
it doesn't happen.
Taylor
Yeah.
Tomlinson has a bit about that of like when that guy's up there and I step out in my dress and looking my best and he doesn't shed a tear, the wedding might be off.
Yes.
Like, do you even care? Are you in this right now?
But honestly, there's probably just like so much nerves too. You're probably just sitting there, it's like,
Yeah.
like you're not even thinking about crying because you're just like, all right, I just gotta make sure I don't say anything dumb and I don't pass out and whatever.
Just keep breathing. Yep.
Just gotta be chill.
Yeah.
You know what? Another thing I do not like about weddings is when people at the reception and people have the glasses and the spoons and they start the ting 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 ting, and every single time, like the bride and groom can be on complete opposite sides of the venue. And it's like they have to interrupt their conversation. Bye, Aunt Judy. I have to go kiss my bride again because for the 20th time in the last 10 minutes, I have to do that.
If that happens,
some ting-tings.
That happens at my wedding. I'm kissing whoever hits the glass. That's what's happening.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Kissing whoever hits that glass.
I love that strategy.
Hope that's what you want. Because now I'm going to come and give you a kiss.
I'd love to see that.
It might happen.
Because you've said before
on the invite or something.
No, I'm not going to tell them. They're just
if
you do it, like you're going to learn.
Yeah.
You're getting
Go
kissed.
learn today.
You're getting kissed.
Sean will kiss you on the mouth.
It'll be in international water, so
With
it's all
tongue.
legal. Yeah, absolutely with tongue. You're getting kissed.
Wow. You tink that glass. You're getting kissed.
You're getting kissed. It could lead to more tinks or less tinks. Who knows?
True.
Who knows? Maybe people just want to start
You'll
getting
find
kisses.
out who your friends are.
Exactly.
I feel like.
How many tinks at this wedding?
I think there might be a lot. People know this now. I'm expecting a lot of tinks.
The limit doesn't exist, I think.
People get kisses left and right. all my time can be spent giving kisses.
So the whole night you have to kiss your brother.
I kind of hope that my family doesn't tink now. But
yeah.
What a phrase.
Just male friends. I'm gonna kiss them. Not gonna kiss because I feel like females start getting across the line and don't want to kiss family members.
Yeah.
I also think male friends aren't gonna be tinking.
Yeah, your wife could be pretty annoyed if you're looking over and you're just kissing different women every few minutes.
It's not a good start to the marriage.
It's not gonna last long, I guess.
She didn't even tink the glass. I thought she did. I don't know. Can't keep track of who's tinking.
Your wife's over there just throwing glasses against the wall.
Yeah.
No more glasses.
Yeah. If anyone goddamn tinks, you're gonna have plastic cups. Make sure you can't tink. Yeah.
You're gonna have all plasticware now.
Exactly. It's gonna be
That's not a
perfect.
bad way to go. Tara, have you thought about, like the centerpieces, all the... Do you have a color scheme picked out?
Yeah,
There's
so I
so
have-
much little stuff that you have to plan for.
Yeah, there really is. Like, so I do have a color scheme picked out, but in terms of decorations, it's kind of like my mom's. My mom's got that on
Got that.
lockdown.
Solid.
She's a planner. She loves this kind of stuff.
Done
so,
and done.
Easy.
She's
Anything
on
that
top
you
of
can
it.
hand off, it's like
Oh,
take
hell
that.
yeah, for sure. There's like a few things I really like want, like I thought about or whatever. But other than that, like I just want to be more low key, I guess.
Yeah, you have the specifics of like I want this, and this, but like within those realms,
Exactly. Let's go. Like,
figure
go
it
for
out. Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Exactly.
But on just going back because you said you mentioned it briefly. You hate the word fiance.
Yes.
So what's?
Yes. Okay.
I don't disagree, but I want to hear.
Yeah. Okay. So so when I read the word, so on Facebook, I'm part of some like bride to bride groups, just to sell
Of course.
wedding stuff, whatever.
It's like the classic thing you used to...
Oh yeah.
Were you
get
part
engaged.
of those groups before you were engaged?
Oh hell no. You immediately join those groups as soon
Again,
as
all
the
that
ring is
shit,
on your
yeah.
finger, like 5 minutes later, I think.
You buy the wedding magazines and stuff? Do you have those?
I have gotten those as gifts. Yes, I've had friends and some family members
Here's
give
what's
them to
in
me as
style.
exactly, yeah. So when I see the word fiance on paper, this is how I read it. There's two ways. Number one, I read it as a super like kind of annoying girl voice, like "ew, my fiance." And then number two is Andy from The Office when Andy and Dwight were fighting over Angela.
Yeah.
And Andy was like, "Well, she's my fiance."
Yeah, just
So-
the over pronunciation of it.
my fiance.
My
It's like-
fiance.
Exactly. So those are the two ways I hear that word, and it just sounds pretentious. It sounds kind of like my fiance.
So what is like the so when you're in between? Because I don't disagree with you. I don't like that. I also don't like. I think even just like saying like girlfriend and boyfriend sounds weird. Like I'd rather be like, oh, this is like my. Like I don't know, like when I refer to like my buddies, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's my girl, or like that's my lady, or something like that.
Yeah.
Which I don't know, just saying like girlfriend sounds more like that to me sounds more like middle school, like so the opposite direction.
Yeah.
But like I agree, fiance just has like a weird, just like
It does.
it's like well,
And that little like apostrophe over the E.
I know. It's
Accent
very
mark,
pretty.
yeah.
Why?
pretentious.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got
It's also
smacked
weird
by
that
the-
that's
Very
the
good.
name for the girl and the guy.
yeah.
Like it's for both of you, it's just you're each other's fiance.
Yeah.
It's not like girlfriend or boyfriend or husband and wife. It's
Right.
fiance.
Which I guess makes it somewhat
is
easier. I don't know. It's just it's odd.
It's weird.
I'm with
It
you.
is.
It is weird.
It is weird. And I know I've slipped a couple times, like being like, oh yeah, my boyfriend, my fiance,
Yeah,
and then I
be
feel
clear.
bad.
Yeah.
But then,
And then you feel weird because you're like, oh, did I have to say that?
Right.
You should just start saying my pre-husband.
my pre-husband,
Yeah.
my almost husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
future husband.
pre-husband.
Yeah.
My pre-husband Tyler.
You're allowed to say that.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Pre-husband.
to call out another comedian, John Mulaney has a bit of the difference of how much better it sounds once it's your wife.
Oh, 100%.
Because-
I think wife and husband sound adult and
Yeah.
like you said, like
Yes,
not pretentious. It just sounds like
yes.
normal.
Yeah.
Fiance sounds pretentious, and like I said, I think girlfriend boyfriend just sounds like middle schooly.
Yeah.
Like it just sounds like
That's the point he's making too.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
like you get invited somewhere and you'd be like, "Can my girlfriend come?"
Yeah.
Like saying, "Can I bring my wife?" Sounds so
Yes.
like it's just miles above.
100%.
Way better. What?
I said 100%.
Oh, as if okay. I'll cut that out.
never cuts it out.
No.
But no, I agree with you.
Yeah.
It's like it is just one of those like weird like I don't know why, but it just sounds odd. And then yeah, it feels like you're always just in a weird spot until you're married.
Yes.
Of being like, you're my person. That's over here. That-
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Fine.
We're
I
we're
agree.
together.
How do you
What-
feel
We're
about
living.
the phrase significant other?
It
Like, that
sounds
just
almost
seems-
impersonal.
I also think
Yeah.
that
To
to
me,
me that
I
only
mean-
makes sense to do like
My significant other, like
that to me automatically is either like you're just like I don't know. At that point, just say like that's like my guy. That's my I don't know. Like it just seems odd
Yeah.
to me to say significant other. It seems like you're just like purposely trying to be like I don't want to put a gender on it.
I love
Which
it.
Yeah.
maybe I mean if that's the case that's fine. But I'm just saying like it seems odd. It seems like
on
you're
the
trying to be like
census, on the census thing I filled out, it, asked like who you live with
Yeah.
and stuff. So like the choice I started calling Tyler, it's like non-married, opposite sex partner,
Yeah.
or
I
like
think it was roommate or something.
yeah,
I filled
it's
it
like,
out
yeah,
too. Yeah.
non-married, opposite sex, like I don't know, it's something like very like
Co-habitual.
official.
Just start introducing him
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, this is my non-married, opposite sex roommate. Or,
That'd be great.
I do
Like-
love the idea of like just referring to your significant other as your roommate.
Yeah.
Like you can just be like, yeah, that's my
yeah.
roommate.
I think it's funny when you do it with your parents.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
I've had some
The
friends do
my
roomies
that.
are annoying me today.
I had some
like
friends
your
and
mom
they
and
did
dad.
it for like a while, and then I'm like, I think you live at home. You're like, yeah, they're my roommates. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, well there you go.
Yeah, it's
I
like the
guess.
millennial way.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
the
Roommates
roommates.
will really get on my ass about taking out the trash.
You mind if I bring my roommate to this? Yeah, that's fine. You show up with your girlfriend. Like, what was that?
Yeah.
I thought you were bringing your
I
roommate.
thought you were gonna say like show up with your mom.
At some point, your mom was your roommate.
Do you care if my
True.
roommate comes? You're just showing up with your like dad.
I
Yeah,
kinda-
we're here to party.
Oh, that's kind of a fun thing too. If you have a child, to be like, I'm gonna bring my roommate, and it's a baby.
That would, yeah.
I mean, that would be fun, but I also feel like you'd regret that decision very quickly.
Well, having a baby or bringing it somewhere.
Bringing it somewhere. Like, I'm assuming you're going out to like a party or something. Like, I'm going to bring my roommate. Shit's everywhere. Guy's crazy. Passes
roommate,
out.
if you're pregnant.
I actually had a
If you're
buddy.
my roommate,
Yeah.
well, you don't have a choice if you're pregnant, but
I had a buddy who was
they're coming with.
I had a buddy who was like fraternal twins, and him and his twin called each other roommates.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's.
I don't have a
Look at
twin.
that.
I don't know.
I know. You ever think of like you have two brothers,
I do.
but you'd ever have like what if you had a twin though?
Oh yeah. You'd always have a partner.
I think you would want like you would have so many good inside jokes
Oh yeah.
and just so many like things where and your twin knows.
But I also feel like a lot of them have a tough time like separating. Like they're very like.
well, yeah, I mean, they've done everything together their whole
Yeah.
lives.
I'm saying, so I feel like they probably
Yeah.
have like relationships are probably weird for a while.
Yeah. Well, you can do the switches, the switch swatch.
That would be odd too.
Like I don't really like that girl.
Halfway-
You go on that date.
Halfway through your marriage, you just like they're your best man. You guys just in between getting married and then coming down like walking down to the reception, you just switch it up real quick.
Who's who?
Yeah.
That's
Tag me
fun.
out. Tag me out.
What a
I don't want to do it.
I got
What
cold
a-
feet.
I think it's kind of weird when you see the twins marry twins.
that is odd.
Yeah.
Like,
Because like your kids are cousins and also like genetically siblings.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess if both parents are like
Identical twins.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So you have a weird large family of all your children
Yeah.
are like identical are basically genetically siblings.
Yeah, they're basically.
But they're your
siblings.
cousins. Be the weirdest fucking thing.
Dude,
I
that'd
know.
be so weird.
Try keeping that straight.
I
Everyone
know.
looks the
Yeah.
same.
It's like, who are you? Whose kid
Yeah.
are you?
Yeah.
I wonder about that when they're babies. How do you keep them straight?
You tie a ribbon to one color ribbon to
that's
one kid, and then
that's a choking
Paint,
hazard,
like, one of
Sean.
their
You tie it to the you paint their nails.
That's a choking hazard.
No, you give one.
Is that really the tip? Like just paint a toenail?
No, I don't know. I just made it up.
I think I've heard like that with like cows. Like you just like mark them, you know, like you
Tag them.
yeah, tag them something.
Are we talking about cows or twins?
One of them gets an
Oh,
earring,
same.
the other one doesn't.
Yeah. I feel like you could also just like change the color of their clothes.
Yeah.
And like that could at least. But you got to remember what color are associated with who.
Yeah, you'd have to like write it down.
Yeah. Like, all right. Today we put so and so in blue, and then the other one's in green.
I feel like I would lose track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's no way if I have twins and there's no way those names are sticking. At some point they're switching, and then
That's just a parent thing. I've been called my brother's names.
Well, yeah,
like so much.
But you knew who you were.
I knew who I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't have an identity crisis. I knew who I am.
that could happen with the twins. Like if you found out, like, oh my gosh, they switched my name. Like,
yeah.
But I guess at
would
that
you be
point
like,
though, you're
does
just
that
that.
impact my life? I don't know.
I don't know. I guess it depends how far into it. I feel like you know.
Yeah.
Once you can like know your name, if you got switched originally, I think you're just like, all right, well, whatever. I'm Sean now.
Yeah, I think the first few months was where it's the danger zone.
But I also think.
But once you have maybe like you can do some differences with their hair, then you're like, all right.
But I think you talk to parents and like
sailing.
you'll like notice like tiny differences in the kids, and like you'll probably just know.
Yeah. Yeah, as a parent, I don't know. Maybe parents know things.
You got that you got that parent intuition.
Who knows?
Dads get that a sense of when their kid's about to like hit a truck or something. Yeah, have you seen those videos of like the dads that just like they just out of nowhere like they're just having a beer and then they just drop it and grab their kid.
Yeah, it's so cool to watch that.
Yeah, you get that and then you get puns too.
Yeah,
dad jokes.
And you learn how to grill.
Yeah, I forgot we talked about that. You just learn how to grill.
You learn how to grill, and you get into cutting the grass.
Yeah, and you need wider shoes.
Yeah, and you realize you have wide feet.
I think everyone I said this. I think everyone has wide feet, and you just once you're a dad, you don't care, and you're just like fuck it.
Is it just as you get older, your feet start to widen out?
They don't grow that way. They grow out.
Because there's they have a lifetime of holding up your fat ass.
So like they just flatten out.
So they flatten out, and you
just go,
and then you have wide feet.
I mean, I've yet to hear a doctor tell me not. So
can't wait to have a doctor on this episode so we can talk about.
Do we know any doctors that can come on and explain?
Well, I'll go through my Facebook friends and see who I know.
Any doctors willing to come on and explain to us? We need doctors to come on. We have a couple questions. We have feet. I asked about bra sizes before. Do you understand how bra sizes came about?
How they came about?
Like what's it like? A cup, B cup, C cup. Like what's the difference and why? What made what? How do you know where the cutoff is?
How do you know where the cutoff?
Like okay, so like an A cup.
Yeah.
Like, is there like a size dimension that they say once you're past this size, now you're B?
I thought the cups were more based off of like the shape and then like.
Hell if I know.
And then like the number is like off
That's
the
like
waist.
Yeah. Okay, but even the shape. So like, at what point is it like, hey, this is going into?
Oh yeah, I have no idea.
That's what I'm saying. I think there's
who went around and measured a bunch of people?
I think there's one guy who just got like really handsy one day. He's like, I'm gonna invent bras, and he just started feeling boobs. He goes, hey.
Probably.
He was just like rating them. But he liked smaller better, and then he rated it that way.
Interesting.
There you go. That's my theory.
Maybe that doesn't make sense.
You have to be disproven.
I don't think it's because he liked small boobs better that he was like these are.
You don't know. I think
he just
changed. They changed what people like.
I think he realized they only get bigger, but they can only be so small. So you have to start there and work your way out.
I think mine makes more sense just because like the guy like started with one. He goes, these are A's, and then he just rated down.
No, what it was, his wife had very small boobs, and he's like, "These are A's."
Yeah, I see exactly. And then so he measured her as A's, and he had to figure out after that. He goes, "Well, I want to feel those boobs, but like, no, those are B's."
Yeah.
And then he got the really big ones, and she's like, "Whoa, you like those?" He goes,
yeah.
D's.
Yeah,
horrible.
No, they're nothing like yours.
Double D's. I hate them. I think that's how it went.
E for you.
Yeah, exactly. F for fuck no.
Double
G
fee.
for gross.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
a G. I don't know.
Double D for don't.
Yeah. Don't do it.
No thanks.
Yeah.
Not for me.
That makes a lot of sense. A for awesome.
We solved it.
Yeah.
We solved it.
B for.
B for.
Stupid.
C for. Okay. But with a C.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Cool, I guess.
You were not good with your season goals.
Dude,
That's what we were learning.
They're tough.
Words are heard.
Exactly.
It's fine.
I know.
For the people who are watching on the video this week, you may be noticing that our guest is in a sling.
Whoa.
I know.
What?
Huh?
Where did this come from?
Yeah. So I guess
Yeah.
we should talk about that for 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Let's start the timer.
And
Yeah.
But we should mention that you just had shoulder surgery.
yes.
Why was that? I
don't know.
Did I have a
Shoulder
stroke? What's going on there? Shoulder surgery.
It is, I guess, sort of like,
The
actually,
S
as I'm
is-
saying it, it's kind of a tongue twister.
Shoulder
surgery.
surgery.
Sure.
Yeah, fucked up arm.
Sure.
Yeah, fucked up arm. That's what we're
Yes.
saying.
Yeah.
I'll cut all that out. Shoulder surgery.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, so basically, I have dislocated my shoulder 3 times over the last 12 years.
Which is a lot.
No big deal. We all do it.
Yeah, I mean it's it's a normal thing.
It's chill.
We all go through it. No, but it's it's one of those things where it would just continue to come out. So I got to the point where the last dislocation, I went to the doctor, did the adult thing, got it checked out, and it turned out that I needed surgery. So I had surgery on it's just over a month ago, June 18th, and then I had a second one on the 26th, 8 days later, because they couldn't do it the first time. So
They said they
it's
couldn't do it. Like, they just couldn't fix it. Like, they
so-
went in, they thought, hey, we got it. Or did they schedule it right away? Like, hey, we couldn't do it today.
No, so they went in there, and so originally they just thought it was going to be a labrum tear, which I don't know all the
Yeah.
technology.
That's why we
or
need a
science
doctor
behind it.
here.
Yeah, that's why we need
We
a
don't.
doctor here.
Shoulders are very complicated.
There's actually a lot going on. I don't really know, but
Yeah.
all I know is that they got in there, and the MRI did not show the extent of the damage. So
They got in there like, whoa, this is way more fucked
yeah,
up.
for real. Like the surgeon was like, yeah, this is like not my thing.
Yeah.
So he just closed me up. Like it was only 45 minutes. I was out.
Yeah.
And
Like,
so
that's the
I
easiest
was
surgery
expecting
in
a
my
few
life.
hours,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Or
Well, but
not
I mean,
me, I
when
was
you
out, but
when you woke up, were you like, shit?
yeah, I
They
was,
didn't even fix it.
for sure. Like I was feeling pretty good, you know.
Of course,
And then I
yeah,
just woke
yeah.
up, so I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, cool. I was talking,
Yeah.
and then
Looks
like
good.
I don't know who. I think it was a nurse or someone that came up, and they're like, well, we couldn't do it. And I was
What
like.
the fuck?
I was like,
What do you
I'm like,
mean?
what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, that didn't even make sense. You know, I
Yeah.
couldn't even like comprehend at the time. Like,
That's what I'm paying you for.
yeah,
I was saying,
I
actually,
pay good insurance money for
I was about
this.
to say, is like, you probably, like, well, I guess you didn't have to pay, but they had to pay probably twice because you still got the anesthesia twice.
Yep.
Just nuts.
Yeah, it was about $2,000 for the first one, and it was like $4,000 for the second one.
I feel like
so.
if you fuck up the first one in the sense of like you just didn't know or anything, it's like,
Yeah.
hey, that's on you. Like
Yeah.
that comes out of like the next
Yeah.
billing or something like
Yeah.
that. Like that's not my fault.
Yeah,
now.
I need a coupon for the next.
yeah, can I get a Groupon surgery?
Yes.
All right, 50% off next surgery.
So we talked about before, but I
Yeah.
feel like it was a good story. You gotta tell how did you dislocate it this last time?
You don't have to say we talked
Yes.
about it before.
No, but we did
because
though.
I know we did, but
we
we're on
did.
the podcast
Yeah, it's
now,
fine.
and people don't know that we talked about it before, so you don't have to say
I like
that
to let
part.
people into our lives.
God, Sean, fuck.
It's part of the podcast life. She doesn't get it.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Tara.
that's all right. So,
Tell the story. It hurts when the shoulder gets dislocated, I assume.
oh yeah. It's a
Yeah.
I haven't dislocated anything.
yeah,
But I feel like you dislocate
But-
anything, it probably hurts.
Yeah,
for sure.
that's what I assume.
It was a correct assumption for sure.
Just a weird thing to point
But
out.
yeah, so basically, like it was kind of a silly story, but I coach basketball, and it was a very intense game. I'm talking 7th grade, like ESPN's, college scouts. I mean,
Oh,
the whole thing. It was insane.
The most intense.
It was a packed
peak.
house. Like
Fucking
couldn't
everyone
even,
was there.
Couldn't even hear myself
Everyone
think.
was there.
Yeah, literally everyone. I think LeBron was there.
I heard that.
I couldn't talk to him.
Yeah.
I was too busy. But
Yeah.
and-
Jay-Z was in the audience.
yeah, he's a big basketball fan.
He's looking to buy the team. That's
Yep.
why.
And Jack Nicholson was there,
Yeah.
scouting for the
Just
Lakers.
everyone who's at the Lakers games.
Yes.
Jack Nicholson's the scout for the Lakers.
Always.
Yeah, you didn't know that.
No, I think it makes
Low-key.
sense. He makes
Yeah.
sense. He's only at the front row of Lakers games and doesn't actually look at any outside talent.
Yeah.
Horrible scout.
It's called self-scouting.
Gotcha.
Sean,
Okay,
learn about sports.
my bad.
Anyway.
Sorry,
Love
go
the
on.
sports.
An
Okay.
intense basketball game.
Yeah, very intense middle school basketball game. We were in the second half in middle school sports. If you're not familiar, which I know most people are,
yeah,
but
exactly.
I know we cannot press in the first half. We can only press in the second half. It's like
That's a very odd rule.
yeah, it's just for 7th grade. 8th graders
Okay.
can press all game.
Seventh
I
graders like we don't trust them pressing.
Yeah,
Yeah, pressing a whole game, no
at
thanks.
that level though, like you can get kids who are like really good,
yeah.
and then you can get kids who've never touched a basketball. So I feel like they just do that
Trying to
so like
allow,
one
like, the-
team doesn't
yeah.
go like totally insane and beat them out by like
And
100
for people who
points.
don't know what press means. That's like you basically have
Oh,
your
yeah.
defense. Oh,
Sorry.
just saying,
No, you're good.
you basically have the defense just like on the other team's ass as soon as they get the ball
Yep.
coming up the court.
Like the second that you
Yeah.
inbound it, you're trying to grab it.
Yeah.
So we were doing a really good job. We were trapping, pushing the ball handler to the side because we use like the sideline as like a third defense, basically.
Makes sense.
So anyway, so we were trapping, and the refs were doing the best job calling things, in my humble opinion. So I stood up and I went to do the travel motion, which I can do.
Sort of.
Here,
Yeah.
Sort of with one hand.
Which for the people listening, it's the
yes.
rolling motion.
Yes, this rolling
I like how
motion.
for the people listening, you should start doing it. Though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for the people
And
watching,
you
they
gotta
can
get,
see
you gotta
it.
get, you gotta get your head into
But
what
for
it
the
was.
people
Too.
Visual
Yeah.
and auditory learning.
We have to make sure all the bases are covered.
Yeah.
There you go.
I like that. So yeah, so I went to go do that, but of course I do it with a little gusto because I'm pretty pumped up. I'm
Obviously.
a little competitive.
Yeah. You gotta make sure the
just
ref
one little
fucking
bit.
knew
Yeah.
traveling was happening.
Yeah, like I was making it clear that
Yeah.
was the travel that needed to be called
Oh, yeah.
immediately. So I went to do that, and as I went up, I rotated up, and I felt it come out immediately, and I knew that feeling because I've done it twice before. So then I took my left hand and I like brought it over to my shoulder, and I was like, no, and I like pushed it back in, and then I coached the rest of the game holding it like this.
How are
like,
you not like screaming?
But we won, so.
Like in the
so-
middle of it, where you're just like,
No,
like,
it's it's
Game
one of those
face.
things where like you're so like you have that adrenaline.
yeah, you're
I
so
was
into
so
the
pumped
game.
about the game. Like I felt it, I knew
Yeah.
it, but it wasn't like my shoulder. Like I didn't feel that. Type
When
of
the
thing.
game ended, did it start
Oh
just
yeah,
being
yeah,
like, oh,
absolutely.
fuck?
As soon as it ended, I like. I got the kids, they left, whatever. And then I like went to like the back where I found like this hallway in the school that was quiet. And I called my mom and I was like, Mom, I just dislocated my shoulder coaching my game. She's like, what?
Yeah,
Had to punch a ref.
Yeah.
Can I say?
I mean, he deserved
Yeah.
it. So.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know how it goes. They missed a traveling call.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to let that?
I
slip?
mean,
You know
if you don't dislocate a body part when you're coaching, are you really coaching?
That's what I was
I
actually
wanna
about to
know.
say. Like NBA coaches,
That's a good question.
look
Yeah.
out. Like I haven't heard of a single NBA coach
Thank you.
dislocate anything
I mean,
while coaching.
they're not. You know what?
They obviously don't care enough
No,
about the sport
exactly.
or like
Yeah.
about what's going on.
They don't have
so.
that passion. So,
So I know we have a big
We
NBA
do. A
head
lot of
office
people-
listeners.
Yeah.
Tara,
Phil
Ready.
Jackson. Are you?
Is
What
he
have you
still-
dislocated?
is it?
yeah.
No.
I mean, you have
think-
what?
To
How
be
many?
that successful? To be
You have
that
a few
successful?
rings
That
or
he's won
whatever?
20 championships?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
How?
How many dislocations?
Phil, we're calling you out.
Boom, roasted.
Boom. Boom.
But Terry, you were coaching. So you're coaching the basketball team as part of a school, which you are a
Yes.
teacher.
Yes.
You should mention, because life's kind of crazy right now.
Dude,
to be a
it's-
teacher.
Yeah, it's crazy. We've been through a lot, I feel like, and just like shout out to all the teachers out there
Shout
for
out to
real.
the
Like
teachers.
Shout
we
out-
need
shout
it.
out
Like
teach.
we support each other, and like I know it's people are divided about going back to school and not going back to school, safety, and I want to be safe, but I also miss my kids so much, and like I can't effectively do my job online. Like I
Yeah.
can do it, don't get me wrong, but we just
Not the same.
it's not the same
Yeah.
when we're
Yeah.
all about like building those relationships with our students, and you don't really get to do that when you're through a computer screen.
So impersonal, right? Like if you're doing
Yeah.
everything through there, it's just like, all right, like I don't know if like little Johnny needs extra help or anything like that. Like I'm just sitting here, I'm broadcasting it, and then I just grade the papers that come in
Yeah.
after.
yeah, we do some individual like Zoom or Google
Okay.
Meet, conferences, but even still, it's just not the
Yeah.
same. And I don't know, I'm used to sitting next to a kid and really helping them.
Yeah.
and,
Exactly, yeah.
Well, there's a
looking at
big
their work
difference.
as they
Easier,
do
too.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're seeing someone like just on like a webcam, like it's harder
You
harder
can-
to keep their attention.
I was about to
Yes.
say, it's like you can definitely like
Keep
get
them
distracted
focused.
so
Yeah.
much easier.
Exactly.
Yeah, you lose that connection, and
Oh yeah.
ultimately, like with schools, I feel like it's really the relationship, because if
Yeah.
a kid feels that like you are an adult that cares about them and like wants them to succeed, they're gonna try harder.
Oh, absolutely.
And when you don't have that personal touch through a computer, you're just
be like,
you're not
"Eh."
gonna get that. And I am the same way. Like I have online classes, as a student, and I do not treat my online classes the same as I do my in-person
Yeah,
classes.
exactly.
I
Oh,
care
those are
about
a-
my in-person
who gives a
classes.
the
fuck?
more.
onlines are like almost like a little bit of a joke. Like I gotta do this just
yeah,
to do it, but like,
exactly.
I don't
Yep.
care.
It's a checklist.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
And then any interaction you have with any of your like peers in your class, like I have to like comment on their discussion
Yeah.
board or group projects. Okay, well it's really not a group project. It's like, okay,
Projects.
I'll do this part, you do this part, never talk to me again.
It's group projects, anyways.
Well, yeah, true. But at least
Right.
in person you have
Yeah,
more
you have
of
to
a
kind of
connection.
deal with them. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You ever
so-
take an online class where they give you a group project?
Yeah.
And then you have to message your like other people in the class, like, hey, can we meet at a freaking Starbucks or something?
Oh, anytime I had one of those, it
this?
always ended up with just being like, yeah, you assign something like at the beginning, and then there's always one person who doesn't do shit.
And that's just like, all group projects.
Yeah, exactly. One person doesn't do shit, and then there's also always one person who like doesn't matter what everyone else does. They're like, I'll just put everything together, and then they change everything. You're like, all right, well,
yeah.
I handed you something, I guess. And
Yeah.
You didn't want to use it. That's on you. Get out of here.
Yeah, for sure.
So glad to be done with school.
Same. I'm not going back. Group projects are tricky though. I had one time I felt like I pulled a real dick move.
Oh,
and I
you
felt
were that
Pizza
guy?
Eric.
I felt bad about it for years.
Yeah, let's get out. This is the therapy session. Let's get it off your chest.
So we were doing this was maybe 9th or 10th grade, and we're doing a group project, and one of the other students was a guy named Nick. And he's a cool guy.
Shout out Nick.
Shout out Nick. He was a cool guy. I liked him. Like he was a buddy of mine. But like he was unreliable. Like I knew he wasn't getting good grades. And we had a class time to work on these group projects. And
he did nothing.
And like he was like missing a few days of school. Like we weren't even sure if he was gonna do his portion of the project, which we didn't really give him a tough part of the project.
Yeah.
And so the teacher came around and was like, how is the group project going? How are you guys feeling about it? And I said, I'm getting a little concerned about Nick, that he's going to not do his part.
You were a narc.
And so I felt like a dick about it. Nick came through. He did his part like just fine.
Oh, it's even worse to be a false narc.
At our 10-year reunion, I went up to Nick and I said, dude, I don't know if you remember this, but I was a dick when I did that. And he's like, dude, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, don't care.
And I was like, dude, this has been on my shoulders
Say,
for 12 years.
What it sounds like is your very like pivotal school moments. The other person's like,
nobody else remembers.
Don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I'm invisible.
Yeah. Well, not invisible. I'm just saying it was
no one remembers.
Pivotal
me.
to you, and they're like, dude. I mean, I appreciate it, but like,
I had that happen though. Like a couple years ago, I ran into someone at like the mall, and they said to me, I remember you from like social studies class. I was like, I don't remember you at all. Who are you?
That is always odd, yeah.
And they were like, yeah, we had a class together. I was like, are you me? You sure? Me.
This guy? I'm assuming they weren't in your grade then.
Me. No, they were a year younger.
Yeah, I'm
so
bad with that
I still,
too.
we're Facebook friends now. I don't know.
Go.
I still don't know how I know them.
I'm bad with that
School,
too.
I guess.
Yeah. Heather's a year below me, and not now as much, but there were like times where we like would meet like her friends, and they'd be like, oh yeah, I think we had this together. I'm just like, oh yeah. I mean, it's so long ago. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Play the game. Oh, do you know so and so?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Could.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I do. I don't know. But anyways, to get back on point, like we are in the middle of
where that went to.
Yeah.
I know that was a side story. I wasn't planning on telling that side story, but shout out to Nick. I still feel bad about it. I'm glad you don't remember it, and I'm glad I apologized for it.
Glad you don't remember it. I'm going to remind you every time I see you.
But it's still something I think about. It's a dick move. That's my bad. That's on me.
Hey.
That's on me.
You took ownership, and that's big.
You grew.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're a better person now.
In a pandemic, though,
yes.
How the hell are we going to expect these kids to just go back to school and respect social distancing and all that stuff?
Okay.
Dude.
So that actually questions on that. So are they going to do like less? I'm assuming they can't, but are they going to do like less kids in the classroom?
So all I know at this point is that we are offering an online program.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess you can assume that like our numbers in school, are going to decrease because we're going to have parents of children choose to keep their kid at home. So I'm hoping that, that takes our number down in the actual building so that, yes, we can get under. But I mean, right now we easily average around 30 kids in a classroom.
And there's no way to separate them 6 feet.
Right. Not at all. I mean, we have constraints,
cans.
right?
Yeah.
Unless we were going out in the hallway or outside. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're going to do. Yeah. So
I saw a picture online of someone had put up plastic
I saw that
like boards
exactly
like in between
about.
the desks. And
That-
I'm like, does that really do anything
But
when these
that's
kids are going to be
also-
up and down?
But that's also going to get fucked with
every
like,
hour.
Think about like
Oh, yeah.
you being like a kid in class, and especially like if you're just like kind of already like not paying attention or something. There's plastic there. They're going to get like markers and draw on them.
Yeah.
They're going to sit there
Yeah,
and
they're
like
going to poke
flick.
your pencil through it.
They're
for
gonna
sure.
flick the person's like head through the glass or something like that. There's gonna be a kid just doing like the like making mouth faces on there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Too much distraction.
Is that that's what you would do? Mouth faces?
Mouth faces.
There's that guy.
I don't know
You're
what
that
to
kid.
call it, but you know what I'm talking about, like that, like like up on glass, and you just like blow your face, like.
Yeah. We can call it mouth faces.
It doesn't seem right for that.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I saw on that is someone said like, oh, how are you going to expect teachers to like enforce, or how are you going to expect them to like enforce kids wearing masks all day? But then
They won't. No chance.
well, but then a good counterpoint that like, I'm just curious of like your thoughts on this is someone said like, I got in trouble for wearing like, it was a girl. She's like, I got in trouble for wearing a skirt that was like half an inch too short. I think they can keep kids something like that. And like that's a good point. Is like they enforce dress codes. Like, I mean, obviously there's gonna be times where you can enforce the mask, but like to a certain extent, I mean, I guess what do you think? Like, would that be? It wouldn't be easy, but would that be like really difficult to do?
I think ultimately everyone has to be on the same page. So like the issue that we deal with in my experience with cell phones, with the same thing, enforcing it or whatever, like
some people don't
right
care.
now, like every teacher is kind of different.
Yeah.
So like you could have a teacher that doesn't care at all. If you're, maybe they have the mindset of, well, if you're choosing to be on your phone, then I guess you're choosing not to get a good grade. Okay. Well, some teachers, like the second you pull it out just for anything, it's gone. Like that phone's in the office. So I feel like consistency is honestly going to be key in the situation. Like we have to have a firm, like, okay, you must wear your mask. If not, you're in the office and you're going home. Like if you're choosing not to, like, unless you have a medical condition or a doctor's note or whatever, like you're wearing it or you're going home.
Which
like,
I can
point blank, that's it.
I can just imagine dealing with the parents that like, because I'm assuming like there's going to be a handful of kids that are like, I don't need to wear a mask, and then you send them to the office, and then the parents come like, this is just a hoax. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Well, then do online.
Exactly.
I don't know.
For sure.
If you don't want to wear a mask, then stay home and do
exactly.
online.
That's
honestly my advice. Like,
no, I'm with you.
Yeah,
I can't imagine.
It's not easy, and it's like any decision they make, people are going to hate it.
Exactly.
Like you're never ever in this type of situation going to please everybody. It's impossible. Like there's teachers, that are going to be upset about anything. There's going to be parents, students, like there's not a perfect answer. And so that's why it's just so difficult. That's why, honestly, if anything, like your teacher friends, administrator friends, anyone working in the schools, like
just cut them some slack.
Just give them support. Like we're all trying our best, and that's all we can do. It's so crazy. Like,
Oh, and then unfortunately, I think there's a lot of people who like will be like that, and like, I'm definitely not gonna yell at my teachers, but the people who will are the ones who yell at you guys for shit anyways. It's like doesn't matter. Their kid's
Sorry,
never
Johnny
wrong.
has 10 missing assignments and he's failing. Well, you don't like Johnny. Well, he's got 10 missing assignments and he's come to school 3 times in the last month. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Those are the same parents that you're gonna get yelled at regardless of what you guys.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do. Their kid's always right. You guys are the devil.
Yep, we always did something wrong. So totally.
What a switch it has become since from like the 60s and 70s and 80s when a parent would go
stuff like that.
A parent would go to the school and be like, "What's my kid doing wrong?" And the teacher would be like, "They're dicking around in class," and then be like, "All right, I'll talk to them."
I bet you there's still parents like that, like not to the extent, but like
God,
I mean, there's
so.
Definitely like way too many parents now who are like way like my kid never does anything wrong.
Yeah.
Like, you're the fuck up, but like
there
definitely was people like that.
Yeah, the teacher's just out to get you. I agree with you. Yeah,
that's a person thing.
Fuck off. The teacher's not out to get you.
Well, it's a life skill.
Suck.
Like if you have that mindset, then you're telling your kid, like, when you get a job, like, your boss tells you to do something you don't want to do, then the boss is just out to get you. Like, this is a coping skill that you need for the rest of your life. You're going to have to work with people you don't like. You're going to have to take orders from someone that you don't respect. But you kind of just shut your mouth and do it. I don't know. Like, it's a life thing. Like,
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I'm preach.
Yeah.
2 weeks in a row. We got some advice going on.
Yes, I can't top Gino's thing. That was awesome from last week. If you haven't heard it last episode, you gotta listen to that one.
Shout out
to last episode. I don't even know Gino, but it was great. So.
We posted on our social networks today, Facebook and Instagram. You can watch the clip of Gino's rant about how we all need to be
Pizza
be kind
Eric,
and be nice.
Speaking of social networks,
my
recommendation.
Where else should I have posted this?
A Pizza My Life is to get a TikTok account.
So I'll
manage it.
How long have you been on?
I'll do it.
How long have you been on the TikTok like craze?
Like most millennials, I have downloaded TikTok over quarantine because I was alone and losing my mind. So that's when I got it. I knew about it obviously from I'm a
it's
teacher,
been growing for a while.
Yeah, I knew it. I heard of it when it was called Musical.ly. That was like 4-ish years ago.
Okay.
And then it kind of like evolved into TikTok.
Because it used to be like just songs and people just like doing like mouthing the words.
Yeah, well, that's how Lil Nas X also. Well, I guess not with the
and
mouthing the words, but that's how Lil Nas X got started.
Really?
Yeah, his song started on TikTok. It was a TikTok song. That's why it's so short too.
Well, that's what music studios are doing now. Is they're like releasing music through TikTok into TikTok because they're trying to get that TikTok hit.
Mm-hmm.
Try to be the next TikTok song.
Yeah, but TikTok's really been blowing up.
Famous.
But at the same time, I feel like I'm too old for TikTok.
You're not. I'm telling you. Okay, so here's the thing, though.
Too old for TikTok.
This is what we're gonna do. So with TikTok, from what I've learned thus far, is that they have this algorithm. So when you post something and you use a hashtag, then your hashtag gets sent to people who've also used that hashtag or who have liked videos with that hashtag. So for example, for me, mine is a teacher account, right? At Leach to Teach. Shout out. But no, so I get a lot of teacher TikToks on my For You page, which is just like a random.
Okay.
Yeah, you see what all the other teachers are doing.
And it's random, right? So I get a lot of teachers that come up just because that's what I'm liking and that's what I'm using myself in my videos. And then I also get a lot of millennials. So for you guys, like for this podcast, we could totally use TikTok to kind of just like advertise and like do a clip. And then people be like, hey, that's pretty funny. I like that. Look into it. Boom. New listeners / viewers.
I mean,
boom,
there
TikTok.
it is, boom roasted.
I mean, Eric, that seems like if you can get the video figured out there.
You just got to just make a clip.
I know. Now I just have to spend more time editing video.
I mean, that's fine. You got it.
Yeah, you got it.
You got it.
Yeah, you know,
what's
it's
going on.
All day.
It's obvious, you know, the Facebook's blowing up, the Instagram's blowing up. People are asking us to make a Pizza My Life Twitter account. The email.
Don't we have a Pizza My Life Twitter account?
No.
Or we set a hashtag.
We have a hashtag, which we use on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah.
Well, then use it on
and
TikTok.
even on
Yeah, use
Facebook
it
as
on
well.
TikTok.
Hashtag Pizza Sauce
TikTok
Pod.
is next.
Classic throwback to episode 3, Pizza Sauce Pod.
I have a couple things on TikTok. One, do you remember the videos? They were the cringiest videos, and this is what kept me away from TikTok for so long. Is they were like Facebook. They were like the Facebook ads, and it was just these kind of like, I don't know what, like steampunk kids that like they were dressed up like steampunky, and then they're sitting there and they're doing like some weird old timey thing, and they were just like, it was like a guy, and he'd be like. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Oh my God, it was their ad on Facebook for a solid like year.
What?
And every time I saw it, I'm like, this is the dumbest fucking thing in the world. But this is probably when I think they were mostly on the music and everything. But it was just weird because I'm just like, I don't want to see these kids just being like.
Your theme song.
Yeah, so like, what the fuck? Anyways,
Yeah.
now, I mean, my brothers are both obsessed with it. So they'll post videos.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Steven's posting videos on TikTok?
No, they're not posting their own videos. Like they're like sending like videos. Like I think they just like they just watch it and everything.
All
Yes,
right.
yes.
And I was big on Vine. I was a big Vine guy.
Yes.
Yeah,
But,
Vine,
like-
I feel like Vine was right in our age range. That was our thing.
Yeah.
And now it's
gotta
TikTok's the
evolve,
new
man.
thing.
But see, I'm not
You
necessarily
gotta
on the.
evolve. You gotta grow.
I'm not on the age thing on TikTok. I'm more of
I
just
don't-
like, for one, I think a minute long videos. It's like you can do that on Instagram and stuff now, right?
Yeah.
Like you can do that on there. So like, what's the difference? I guess.
Yeah. So for me, Instagram, like, are you talking about like your stories on Instagram?
No, you can post like a
Or-
minute long video.
But that's only people who you follow. Like, is coming up, right?
But no, you can
Yeah, but
still
you
you
can
can go to the
still
For You
search.
page and there's still pictures and videos mixed in there.
I guess I just don't use Instagram that much anymore.
there you go.
But no, TikTok
What's in your? Do you ever
it's
look
just
at your?
entertaining. It's fun, and there's like useful stuff. Like there's recipes. There's for teachers. Like, I'm sorry, I keep talking about that, but for teachers, there's
It's fine.
like
That's
advice.
what you do. So
Yeah,
we'll allow it.
there's like advice on like
Leach to
technology
teach.
and like cool like teacher things. I don't know, and then it's just fun. Like it's
there's
think it's just
videos
fun.
on there, and don't get me wrong, I see like some of the Vine aspect more
Yeah.
in that than I
Yeah.
do in Instagram.
Yeah.
But like that part threw me off. I'm not gonna lie, those commercials that you guys apparently don't know about are really
No
just sitting in
idea.
my head, and it keeps me from like wanting to
Keeps
join
you up
TikTok.
at night.
It is just the cringiest. And I have seen a list of like the cringiest TikToks. It's a lot of like just guys thinking that they're looking sexy and they're
Oh,
doing like
yeah.
lip
Yeah.
bites of just like
Yeah. Yeah. They think they're like super cool.
Yeah, do it for the camera.
But that's the thing though, like I'll get like the famous TikTokers who
Yeah.
are like younger in their teens.
which
But
is like the whole Vine thing.
yeah,
There's,
but
like,
for the
Kinda
most
weird,
part
too.
though, with the algorithm, like it actually works. Like I get mostly millennials, like
Yeah.
or moms will do funny stuff or parenting tips.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you can
So I get
tailor
more-
your feed
yeah,
basically
based
to
off
like,
what you
want.
like, based off what you post, like you can get things
Yeah.
that actually you'll like.
Yeah.
And that's
See-
the trick of it. Like
Well,
you want to target your audience, so that's
I'm
how you
all-
get your
I'm all
likes and
for it.
whatever.
But also, what about the China stuff?
Oh,
Is that real?
I think it is.
they were gonna like
I think it is,
cancel
too.
it
I
and
think it
stuff.
is.
Well, no, because
TikTok's,
isn't it like, I mean,
it's from what I read, it's taking all your data.
I thought they
But
like.
what do I have to hide? I mean, I'm just like a teacher. Like
We're
I'm in
very
Michigan.
pro, like, what the fuck? The government knows
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
I don't
We'll
know.
get into-
China
we'll
knows
get really
everything.
get into
I
that
don't
some
have any
point.
government secrets. Like, what are you
But
gonna
does
do? Find
China
my...
know all that shit
Yeah.
though? I don't know.
I don't
What are they
care
gonna find
what
out from
you-
me? Like, I don't know.
Your social security number?
Yeah, I ordered a pair of headphones from Amazon.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay,
Oh no, I'm getting an
take my-
advertisement for headphones now.
I don't fully
Yeah.
disagree, but it's like
Oh.
I assumed our government knows all our
cares?
shit, but like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want a foreign government knowing
I
that.
love the idea that there's
They
an
probably
FBI agent listening to everybody.
Yeah,
Yes.
there is.
Like there's just like
Yes.
we have
What up, Jim?
half the population is just living a normal life, and then the other half is just FBI,
FBI
agents
agents
listening to the other
Dedicated.
half.
No, I feel like there's got to be a handful of people that have one FBI agent. Like he's
Yeah.
got lots of duties, and he's just
Yeah, like
sitting
he
there
covers
waiting.
he covers a family,
Probably more. I think he probably covers like a small like region,
or maybe what
Small
they
village.
do.
like a neighborhood or something.
They're trained so well that they just listen to the audio,
And
like
just
it just is recorded. Like, a 24-hour podcast, and then they go in and listen to it on like 3 times speed.
Well,
and
you
they
know
just understand it because their ears are so tuned
They
in.
probably have some sort of like system that just like will pick up, and if like keywords are said, it'll just be like
Yeah.
clip it, and then you have to go back and listen to that part. We should just work for the FBI. Is what I'm.
You know what's actually funny,
FBI, if you want to hire us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Know where you're listening, Jim.
Jim? You know, it's actually kind of
Jim.
funny that you mentioned that, because one thing that after obviously Tyler proposed, he was saying that on Facebook he had to like delete the ads for rings in case like I happened to be sitting next to him, and that's like something that our parents never had to worry about, like you have to like literally delete it to make sure that
Yeah.
like
Really
what you're
makes
looking
surprises
at doesn't
hard.
come up on your social media.
Really
So
makes
like
surprises hard.
yeah, I never thought about
Yeah.
that. Like nothing I
How
would've
do
ever
you
thought about.
delete that? Also,
I think you can hide it. Like you can
just like hide from
You
this
can
person.
go.
I've done-
You
or
can go into your
ads.
settings.
Okay.
And like look at your ads and what like Facebook or Instagram like thinks you like, and it'll give you like a long list of topics and things that it thinks you like, and you can just scroll through it and kind of remove stuff.
Yeah.
You ever just want to know
It's
your
weird.
personality? You just go to Facebook
Yeah.
ads and be like, oh, I do like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's weird because you'll open it up and you'll be like, Kim Kardashian. It's like, I looked at her Instagram once. Like, I don't even like Kim Kardashian, but you think I like her, and
This is why
now it's just locked into this list of 4,000 things you think I like.
I watched too long of those High Go Shop ads, and now they just keep coming up.
No,
I
still
you-
haven't seen
I
one.
know. I need you to get it.
You're the
I
only
talked about
one.
it on an earlier episode. There's this like shop that's just it
Yeah.
makes the dumbest stuff.
people are more familiar with Wish,
Oh yeah.
It's sort of like that.
but Hygo is like a weirder version.
I don't understand it.
Weirder
So
and
than
only
Wish?
Sean
Yes.
gets
no,
advertised.
like so there must have been like I randomly got like
Suspicious.
I randomly got a video, and because the shit is so weird and the people acting are like the worst infomercial actors, I just like watched it because I was just like, oh, let me see what's going on here.
Yeah.
And then now they come up all the time. So like there's just like the weird. I'm trying to remember. I've sent you some before.
Yeah, it's weird stuff.
There was
agree with ya.
there was hand warmers or finger warmers that were toast. So it's just to put your fingers in,
Oh, okay.
and they look like toast. There's that.
Gotta get my hands all toasty.
Exactly. I can't remember. There's been so much weird shit, and it's just like
There's a lot of weird shit.
what the fuck? How are these coming up in my feed? And it's probably I just watched one video for too long. They're like, he
Yeah.
likes this.
You're like, yeah.
It's
You-
definitely
you
stuff
saw
like
Got hooked.
it's also definitely stuff like no one in their right mind should ever buy because it's clearly cheap and just like bullshit. But it's a really funny
Some
video
stuff
to
you're
watch.
Like, maybe I need this. Maybe this is for me.
It looks like a fake commercial made for like a sketch comedy show where they're like,
yeah.
"Oh, you need a butt lift." I think that actually was something. I think it's like Spanx with
Like on Saturday Night Live,
Yes.
they'll do those. Yes.
exactly. Like it would be perfect for that. Except for they don't say words; they just show the product and people being like, "Ah."
This is amazing.
Exactly.
La, da, da, da. Yeah, you're the only one that gets those advertisements. I'm curious
never heard of
what
it.
your when you open up Instagram and just go to like what it thinks like posts you would like.
A lot of hockey
What'd
and then
you
a lot
see?
of food.
Really?
Yeah, and then randomly a lot of like those like this is like a satisfying like I don't know what I watched at any point to get this, but you know like those things where like they'll like shave like
The soap.
yeah, something like that. Exactly.
Yes.
Like I get a lot of those and I'm just
Shout
like
out Sarah.
I don't know when I did that,
What's
but
the shout out, Sarah?
because
out
Sarah,
Sarah.
my friend Sarah was the one who showed me those videos. They're so satisfying. Like if you're stressed, like seriously, like
Yeah.
you're cutting like the soap and it's like makes that like very satisfying. I can't do the sound, but
Yeah.
it's very satisfying.
but it's those videos of like a loop of like here's like not a sphere. A fucking what's the gut?
Circle.
Cylinder.
Yeah.
Here's a cylinder coming through, and it's getting like cut at a square, but it somehow comes out normal, and it's just like it works out perfectly.
Yeah.
They do put me in a trance. Like I'll randomly go through it, so that's probably why they keep showing up. But I have no idea what led to that.
You have some weird videos, and you're just like, yeah, I like this. Yeah. I can see why I'm glad you recommended me this.
Well, like I said, a lot of it's like
Yeah.
hockey, and then a lot of it's food stuff too. So I'll get into both of those.
So you're a big hockey fan. What do you think about this new Seattle team? They finally have revealed the name and the logo.
I was trying to see my ads, but I couldn't figure out where it was at first. So, yeah, no, I like it. I expected some green in there.
I did too, especially after they revealed kind of what the arena looked like. And they were like,
arena just looks like an arena.
It was there was some green in like the.
Well, they're called the Climate Pledge.
Yeah.
Arena.
So you're like, okay, that's like a hint. There's going to be some green in here.
Well, plus all the other Seattle teams have green.
Yeah.
In some sense.
Yeah,
but
so it would have made sense. And plus, not a ton of hockey teams use green.
No,
Correct
there's
me
only...
if I'm wrong. Dallas Stars, Minnesota Wild.
Yep.
And
nothing off the top of my head. I'm gonna feel really embarrassed.
The comments are gonna blow up on
comments are gonna blow up. That's what we're doing
on
this
how
for,
many
for the comments to
green
blow up.
teams we're missing.
I can't
think of any others.
I don't know if there's any others. Especially not like as their main color. Like maybe as an accent in there. But yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I liked it. I liked the name. I think the name makes sense. People were kind of getting upset about it because it's a fictional animal, and then someone pointing out like, okay, what about like the flames? It's just a flame. Or what about the wild?
Yeah.
Like what? It's outside.
I think it's cool.
Exactly. I think it's a cool name.
Yeah.
I think their marketing team is already on. Hockey Twitter's been really stepping up.
Yeah, I feel has been.
They've been stepping up and like getting like into the social media and being like, we're gonna talk shit to each other, but still kind of be cool.
Yeah,
so
but
like,
still, have a good time. Keep it light.
So they changed their Twitter bio to now that we've revealed our name, we're planning on how to take your favorite player because they do a expansion draft and you can take people. So I dig it.
I think the jerseys turned out good. I think they look nice. I like the logo, the S.
Yep, the S with the little serpent.
Yeah.
Little serpentine.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. But I'm not crazy about the Kraken name.
Why?
I don't know. It just doesn't sound right. I
disagree.
Release the Kraken.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to be...
Is Liam Neeson going to come out before the games and be like, release the Kraken?
I know he should. He should come out for at least one game.
It just seems gimmicky to me.
What about it's gimmicky? Just because of the release the Kraken?
Yeah, because release the Kraken.
That's the only thing you don't like is that there's already a GIF and a like slogan attached to it. That makes so much sense for marketing.
It's like, I don't know. It's like calling yourselves like the Seattle John Wicks.
But not because the movie wasn't called Kraken.
Yeah, I know, but it's still.
And it's not a person's name. It's a fictional creature that was there before a movie.
I know. I just, like I said.
Stop being a hater.
I'm not a hater. I like it.
They can team up with Kraken rum. They're gonna have Kraken rum.
That's what they're gonna do.
No, they've actually already talked about it. They're gonna have a signature drink with like Kraken rum there. Makes so much sense.
All right.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's you already have so many things played into it. It makes a lot of sense. It goes with the area, with the city. I like it.
I will tell you what I do like all the way around is the Washington Redskins changing their name to Washington Football Team.
Oh my god!
Even though it's just a temporary name, I want it to be a permanent.
Why?
Name.
Why?
I think it's so
stupid.
It's so clean and nice.
No, that's so stupid.
Okay, then just call every team that. Like
no,
I mean that is like a soccer thing. Is like the whatever football club.
I was hoping it would be Washington Football Club. They went with football team, which is okay. I would have preferred club, but.
I don't know why
I
you
like the idea of it being
I feel
very,
like what we're hearing is that we can't
Washington
trust you on
team
names here.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Too bad taste.
That's what this podcast is for.
Yeah.
This is for opinions, dude.
You got bad ones there.
No, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
I usually don't like LeBron's takes on things because he's like annoying. But like, did you see his take on this?
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I just woke up from a nap." Like, cool, humble brag. Okay. We all nap, dude. I can nap
not the
too.
part I would have taken away from that.
Know?
It was that he came in. Like,
what happened after that?
I say not the part I said, not the part I would have taken away from that at all. He said, "I woke up from a nap and I see that Washington changed their name to the football team." He goes, "I bet they spent a lot of time in the boardroom figuring that out." Yeah. Which is true. It's like, and I know it's just a temporary
It's just a
name,
placeholder. Yeah.
But
what was
still.
really kind of weird was they announced like a couple weeks ago, they were like, Ron Rivera, who's their new head coach.
It has input into it.
They were saying like he is part of the input on it. It's like, he's the head coach. He knows
is he
football.
Is he like a Belichick though, where he's like head coach and also like a vice president or something?
No, he's just the head coach.
Are you sure?
But it's just like, why does he have input? What does he know about design and marketing?
Well,
like,
no,
what?
but that was also because they had the whole controversy with everything else. I think they're trying to say that an outside
the
voice
whole thing's
involved.
a mess.
Yeah.
But I like the clean look of just the plain colors with just they're just doing the numbers on the helmet.
But do that. You can
I
do
think
that
that's
and
a
not have a
classic
name that
look.
just says a football team.
Yeah.
I like it though.
You can have classy jerseys without
Exactly.
My
a boring
my
ass
level
name.
of fandom for that team has gone up with this move. And when they announced
You're gonna be disappointed still.
when they announced their stupid team name that gets roasted to oblivion on Twitter, that the fan will come down.
What if they have a cool name?
They 0% chance they do.
Why is that?
Yeah.
I don't trust them to come up with a cool name.
They came up with a football team which you loved, and that's what everyone's roasting.
I know.
So actually, you know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be like loved on the internet, and Eric's gonna be like, football team's better.
I guarantee you. I guarantee it's just not. All the most of the new uniforms that get revealed, everyone hates.
They shouldn't change the uniforms. Like just keep the uniforms.
They should keep those colors, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
Because those are the colors, and they're one of the oldest teams in football.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Tara, thank you for being on the podcast.
I know. Hey, done.
I know we just did 5 minutes that you were just like, sure,
that's
go ahead,
cool.
talk about
She was
sports.
Yeah.
She agreed with me, which is already a good sign. Is that
Tara, shut up. We ask all our guests, do you have anything you want to promote or recommend? If you want to recommend shoulder surgery, you can do that.
Yeah, you know, it's a really good time.
Recommend
Get to
shoulder
wear an
surgery.
awesome sling for 6 weeks, so it's super fun. No. Yeah, so I thought about this actually last night. There is a show on Netflix called Love on the Spectrum. And I just wanted to promote or shout it out really quick just because it's a really cool show.
Okay.
Just to give you a little taste of what it's about.
So I have a thought of what it's about.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Sean, I'm surprised you don't know about this show.
I don't. I'm
you know
interested.
all about.
I am interested.
You know all the shows. I know none of the shows.
I think it's relatively new, but it's like a docuseries. So it follows 20 somethings, like a whole bunch of kids, not kids, well, to me I guess they're kids now, but so people in their 20s, and they all have autism, and they're all dating, and they're looking for love, and it's really cool because I feel like it just shows us that even if you have autism, they still want.
You still get out there. You still want a companion,
and find love, and so it's really cool. And it's there's some fun parts and there's some sad parts, and people have to handle rejection, and so I just really liked it, and I feel like it's something
worth a watch.
If you feel if you're interested,
a little
check
bit
it
of
out.
a heartwarming show to watch.
Yeah, I really liked it, and so so just that.
Would they just do season 1?
Yeah, just season 1.
So far? Okay.
I'm not sure how many episodes, but I watched it in 1 day, so I really liked it. But
just burn through it.
Okay, you said spectrum though, and I thought it was the gender spectrum, and I thought it'd be people just dating anyone, no rules to that kind of thing. Did not think that
they just
autism.
They just have a bunch of random people, and then they just pull names out of a hat of this is who you're going on a date with, and it's just it's just one of the other guys on the show. You're just
not to that level, but yeah, that is initially what I thought.
That's Netflix. Call us. We have an idea.
They already did, they did a Are You the One season like that.
Did they? That's what that show's about?
No. Well, that show's just it's people who are supposed to be matched up by experts.
Oh.
But they did one season where everyone was
just random?
It was, people who were basically all pansexual or whatever. So they didn't care who they got paired up with.
Interesting.
Huh.
I should start watching TV.
Watch TV.
Maybe.
Oh, okay. I have to shout out one more thing.
One TV
what else
show?
you got?
Because I said I would. So my fiance Tyler is the current champ of the fantasy football league.
Yeah, who's the loser of that league?
Someone.
Who's the loser of that league?
I told him I would. I
don't remember.
And there's someone here.
That is the league I'm
that
in.
might be wearing a beautiful dress coming up.
So the punishment for coming in last is wearing a dress.
Which we will be posting a picture of when it happens.
Oh, yeah.
Let me
make sure that Tyler gets that picture and sends it over, because that will be getting posted.
I won the league in 2018.
Oh, yeah. What do we care about? We don't care about previous champions.
Then came in last in 2019. Yeah. All good.
It's all, recency.
How the mighty fall.
Already bought the dress.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I think I need to lose 5 to 10 pounds.
He said yes to the dress.
It fits tight. It is, and it is.
You bought it off Wish, didn't you?
Could it be a best man
Not
outfit?
off Wish.
I mean,
wow.
It could be a bridesmaid outfit, I guess, if you want.
If you're going for that kind of wedding.
Theme.
Wow. No, but no, it's a beautiful dress.
Can't wait.
Hyped about it.
Yeah. So Tyler, please get a picture of that and send it in, because that will be posted.
Yep. So I'll edit all of this out, of course. This is terrible.
I think Tyler will get the message. It's fine.
God. All right. Well, Tara, thank you.
I know where to find him.
Yeah.
Tara, thank you for being on the podcast with us.
Thank you for having me.
We have enjoyed having you on. You guys can email us, apmlpod@gmail.com. You can watch us on YouTube.
Can you watch us on Facebook?
You can watch us on Facebook.
Yeah.
We post clips on Facebook.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have a Facebook page.
TikTok
we have an
coming
Instagram
soon.
page.
Upcoming TikTok.
We might be on TikTok soon.
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
see. We will see. Guys.
You already have an email address that you can log into.
Yeah, okay. We do.
Just saying.
We're halfway there.
That's what we know is what was holding us back.
I mean, yeah.
Stop
you
having
want,
an email.
you want the spam email address coming through, so now you got one you can log into.
Guys, thank
Consider
you.
done.
Yeah, done.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We will see you next week.
There you go.
Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser.
I think somebody's had too many martinis. I think somebody's had too many martinis. I think somebody's had too many martinis. I think somebody's had martinis.
Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser.
I think there's one guy who just got like really handsy one day. He's like, I'm gonna invent bras, and he just started feeling boobs. He goes, A. He was just like rating them. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.